Check it out.
Muhammad drives along the baseline to the basket. Reverse
Oh,
layup.
that's a
Good.
nice take.
Welcome into the Auburn Women's Basketball Review with Tigers head coach Terry Williams-Flournoy. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn played just one game this past week. Auburn played at Alabama, a late-night game at Foster Auditorium. Let's take a look at the highlights between Auburn and Alabama.
Low post, Peyton Davis with the left hand. Up, shoot, scores.
All day she can score down there.
Posted up Horn and took her to the basket for Horn where she's double teamed and she throws it away. Ordad ahead to Tyrese Tanner. Again, Simmons to the hole, banked it up and in.
Good strong move.
Najette
Nice
down to
pass.
Blanche, down the lane to the hole, good.
That's a great look.
Lobs it underneath for Peyton Davis, got behind the defense and put it in with the left hand.
Good hands.
Baseline right, Tanner, high archer, up and good. Hit the backboard and bounce right through to Ordad on the wing. 10 to shoot, Najette drives, puts it up and scores.
Thank goodness.
Minute 38 to go, first down. Alberson on a drive against Alicia Farmer with the hook, she gets it to fall. She'll stop and pop a three, no. Rebound, Shadero Clay mid lane, up from about 8, good. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Najette, low post for Peyton Davis. Drives on Horn, up with the left hand and got it to fall. She throws it away. Then Peyton Davis gets it back. Clay underneath.
Good.
Tracy Tanner puts it in, and it's a 4-point game.
All right.
Down the wing for Muhammad. Messina drives. Pull up from 12 off the glass.
There
Good. Drives along the baseline to the basket. Reverse
Oh,
layup.
that's a
Good.
nice take.
Top of the circle, Hasina Muhammad. Between the legs dribble, Hasina at the free throw line. Up from 15. Got it. Low post, Peyton Davis, wide open, shoots and scores. They left her wide open. She has 9. 19-point lead for Alabama, 56-37. Underneath, Peyton Davis up and in. Outlet to Ordad, up the right sideline, Julie King. Drives to the hole, banks it in, and a foul on the play. Pass up the floor, comes to Shafante Myers, and this one's over. Alabama 61, Auburn 51.
It was a tough night from the Tigers at both ends of the floor. Had an opportunity early perhaps to gain some momentum and missed some close shots, and then Alabama started to light it up from outside of the three-point, and then it became a struggle for the Tigers.
It really did, and it was just one of those games where had we made the layups in the beginning, give ourselves a lot of confidence playing on the road, I think it just would have been a different ball game all around.
You and I talked in the pregame show on radio how important it would be to hit the defensive glass. That turned out to be one of the factors. Unfortunately for the Tigers, they had 20 offensive rebounds.
Just 20, way too many. And because they shot the three, a lot of those rebounds were long rebounds that they're used to chasing down, whereas we're running in to go rebound, the ball was going the other direction. Yeah. So it was a tough rebounding night. But, you know, when you think about it, those are the things that we're trying to constantly teach our kids. Defense and rebounding is what's going to win games for us.
Take a quick break and we'll be back with more of the Auburn Women's Basketball Review after this.
Hey, I'm Blanche Alverson. I'm a senior forward on the Auburn Women's Basketball team.
Hands to Alverson, head fake, lost the ball, got it back,
Good
drives
take.
down the lane, good with 7 on the shot clock.
Nice take.
My favorite food, I guess, would definitely be dessert. I love all sorts of sweets, which kind of, I guess, isn't very healthy for me, but I love all sorts of sweet foods. I would be a gymnast because I'm really good at cartwheels and doing all those sorts of tricks, even though I'm 6'3". My favorite TV show is Grey's Anatomy. It's a show I've been watching for forever. I've watched every single season and don't miss it. I have TiVo, asked for TiVo my freshman year, so I've had TiVo and watch it all the time. One of my hobbies is that I like to sing a lot. I may not be very good, but it's something that I enjoy doing, and whether it's in my car, in my apartment, my roommate gets mad at me a lot because that's all I do. I sing and hum music all the time. If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would probably go to Europe. I've been to Paris, but I would like to branch out and see more parts of Europe and go to Spain and Greece and see those different countries.
Welcome back in the Auburn Women's Basketball Review. The Tigers did not play on Sunday. Coach, it's one of the very few times I can ever remember having a Sunday off in Southeastern Conference play. How did this team spend the weekend? How did the coaches spend the weekend? And your thoughts about how you practice during an open weekend like this one?
Well, most of the coaches use it to our advantage to go recruiting, get some games in, get a little family time in as well, because you don't get much of that. Hopefully our young ladies use it to get some rest, some well-deserved rest. You know, it's a tough season. It's a long season. You know, you think about when we started preseason, you know, as soon as the first day of school is when we start preseason. So they use the time to heal some injuries, get some rehab done, and hopefully catch up on some schoolwork.
Yeah, no question about that. And folks may not realize just, I mean, how much of a grind this time of the year becomes. 2 games every week. You're playing on Thursday, you're playing on Sunday. Most of the time, at least one of those games is away from home.
Could be both.
Yeah, could be both. You're right. It can be a bit of a grind at this time.
Yeah, it really can, and it's, you look forward to those bye weeks, you know, where you can catch up a little bit on the work that you kind of scooted to the side a little bit and hopefully get to. So it's really good.
Auburn will have one more of those bye weeks. Actually, we'll have a Thursday night off, Valentine's night. Auburn will have that night off. All right, let's take a look at how Coach Flo approaches practice, a behind-the-scenes look.
And then you ran away like a Rottweiler was chasing you or something. Look, come on. Good, right there. Good job, very good, Blanche. You left. It ain't their fault. Whose fault is it? Always a point guard fault. Always a point guard fault. Where you going? The ball comes back to the inbound, and we got to push them one way because the rest of everybody behind you don't know what to do. Okay? Come on, Ty! Good job, Simo. Make that a little easier, Simo. Find energy on the offensive end. We find energy on the defensive end. I see it, Blanche! As she starts coming, you deny. They're coming in this way, and this is how they turn it, straight that way. Okay? So when they come out this way, they gotta catch it, plant, rip, and go that way. That bike ain't like this court. This court is a beast. Let's go. She on that bike. So we leave what? The furthest man open. So don't be telling me, oh, he was over here. Okay, you got to get this roll man. You got to get over into the paint just like you normally do and help side defense. Okay, Blanche, you can't be over there hugging. The ball is going that way. Okay, now if he reverses and doesn't use the trap, then we're right back where we were. Sit down. Go, Jet. Close it. There you go. Sit down, Blanche. Come on, Blanche. Stay in it. Tom, stay in it. He's at the middle. Get up. Good, get in. Turn around, Simo.
Welcome back in the Auburn Women's Basketball Review. Glad to have you with us today. Let's take a look at the top 5 highlights from the week.
Number 5, Najette Ordad's lob to Peyton Davis behind Alabama's defense.
Lobs it underneath for Peyton Davis. Got behind the defense and put it in with the left hand.
Good hands.
Number 4, Julie King's and1.
Outlet to Ordad. Up the right sideline, Julie King. Drives to the hole, banks it in, and a foul on the play.
Number 3, Blanche Alverson's drive and hook shot.
Minute 38 to go first half. Alverson on a drive against Celicia Farmer. With the hook, she gets it to fall.
Number 2, Hasina Muhammad's between the legs spin move jumper.
Top of the circle, Hasina Muhammad. Between the legs dribble, Hasina at the free throw line, up from 15, got it.
And this week's number 1 play is Hasina Muhammad's reverse layup.
Muhammad drives along the baseline to the basket, reverse
Oh,
layup,
that's a
good.
nice take.
Last week on the show, we talked about how freshmen have to get acclimated to what a college athlete's day is like. This week we're going to take a little bit of a different perspective and take a look at one of the veterans. And one of the common themes here, Coach, is, I mean, it is a busy day, especially in season. It's a very busy day as kids try to juggle academics and athletics and get it all in that one day.
Yeah, and it's a very long day. You know, most of them start their classes at 8 o'clock, and they're going all day long. You know, by the time we finish practice at 5:30, then they got to get something to eat, and they got to get together their mentor, their tutor, study hall. It becomes a very long day. They don't just put in a 9 to 5.
One of the things about Auburn is the fact that there are a lot of resources allocated to the players, as you mentioned, whether it's a tutor or a mentor. There's a lot of support there for the kids, especially as far as the academic side is concerned.
Absolutely, and I thought that Auburn did a great job of some of the ideas that I brought in as well. You know, we have study hall, but I wanted just a mandatory team study hall, just where, you know, the upperclassmen could just sit around and talk to the freshmen a little bit and get them acclimated just a little bit more, because sometimes the study hall rooms are really big, you know, and as a student going in and looking around like, whoa, you know, seeing what everybody's doing versus having just one night of just our women's basketball team.
All right, let's take a look at the day in the life of Auburn's Tyrese Tanner.
Hey, this is Ty Tanner, and you're going to be spending the day with me. Let's head to class. I'm gonna go to Texas Taco Bell. Now I'm headed to my mentor. I'll meet my mentor and work on Spanish.
Okay, you got stats exam. So you fill this out, and then I'm going to take a look at this and highlight maybe what I think you should think about, and then you can work on your Spanish. And that'll be today's session. All right, Ty, I'll see you. See you on Wednesday.
I'm Sandra.
Good luck with stats tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Now on to my tutor. Class and study hall is over, so now let's head to practice. I just changed for practice, and now I'm about to get taped up with Cindy. I'm getting my wrist taped because I broke it and I tore a ligament and I had to have surgery. So just to be on the safe side and keep it from tearing again, I get it taped till it gets strong. Thank you, Cindy. Mm-hmm. So practice is over. Thanks for spending the day with me. War Eagle.
All right, back to the regular schedule for the Tigers this week. At home against LSU on Thursday night at 6, then on the road at South Carolina on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Two tough games for the Tigers. Let's take it game by game. An LSU ball club that isn't real deep, but as you mentioned on your radio show Monday night, they don't need the depth for some reason. They have acclimated very, very well to this.
Yeah, they really do not need the depth, and even with a lot of their starters playing in the 30 minutes, just those 10 minutes that the ones coming off the bench are giving them to rest has been really helpful for them. And the ones coming off the bench, they do very much the mediocre things. They get in, they play defense, and they rebound.
Nikki Caldwell, in her second season as the head coach with LSU, former Tennessee great, came to LSU from UCLA. Has she put her stamp on her coaching style, or do you see a lot of Pat Summitt in her coaching style, Coach?
I see a little bit of Pat Summitt, where as far as them playing hard, they play extremely hard. I think she's kind of, mixed in her own feel a little bit, with her 2-3 matchup defense that she plays.
It's really a 4-guard, 1-post offense, and even the post, Teresa Plaisance, who's the SEC's leading scorer and shot blocker, she can pull it out. She has double-digit three-pointers
they
this season.
do. It is. It's 4 guards, and at any time, all 4 of those guards can start the break. They don't really have to get a rebound, throw it out to the point guard, and let's run the offense. All 4 guards can bring the ball down the floor, and just like you said, plays on it. She'll step out to the 3-point line. They can run a 5-out. They can do 4 guards, 1 post, and the post, who is her, she's usually at the high post. She's not really on the block all the time.
Auburn will go to South Carolina on Sunday afternoon. Carolina is a very good ball club, and I think they really take on the personality of their head coach in Dawn Staley.
Oh, they definitely do. I mean, you remember Dawn when she played at Virginia. She was just a feisty, just tough, hard-nosed player, and her team has that same mentality. They come at you extremely hard and tough and just fight all the way through the whole game. Once again, it's 2 tough games in the SEC. The SEC is a tough league, and every night is a challenge.
Wish you all the best, War Eagle.
War Eagle. Thanks, Andy.
For head coach Terry Williams-Flournoy, I'm Andy Burcham on the Auburn Women's Basketball Review.